Hello, Julie Jacky. Julie Jacky here. I am adjusting. Facebook has changed up their live videos. They have a new producer that they send you into, and um, I'm using it for the first time. I figured out today how to use it after several attempts where I couldn't figure it out. And it's, I'm shifting because one, I can't easily see if I'm live. I can't see the time easily, and I can't tell if anybody is watching me. The only way that I know if you're here is if you comment. So please comment to let me know if you're here. I just wanted to come live today and just talk about the underlying fear that's going on and to be gentle with yourself. I have a community on Facebook that's called Tap Into Your Heart. And every so often, at least once a week, I check in with people during regular times, like to see how they're doing, if they need some support in some way. And one of the people reached out and said she noticed that she gets easily distracted. She has this list of important things that she wants to get done, and she's not able to do them, and she finds herself instead doing the laundry or watching TV or doing other things that are less important compared to the things that she really would like to get done. And so I said to her, first of all, be gentle with yourself. Like, take that in and hear that. Be gentle with yourself. You don't need to beat yourself up because you're not getting all the things done on your list that you wanted to get done. These are extraordinary times that we haven't been through before together, um, as a globe. Like, everybody in the world is impacted by this some way or another, and there is underlying current of fear. Now, you may have heard, like, everything is energy. And that's true. And our emotions are energy. And I'm going like this because there's all different levels of emotions. And when you have stuff like fear and shame and embarrassment, humiliation, those are low vibrating emotions. And that's why I'm have my hands down here. But when you move up the scale and you move to relief or happy, excitement, like, those feel better. And when you get up to love, joy, gratitude, those are right at the top of the emotional scale. And so when you have the globe impacted by a pandemic, and we're doing things like shutting down and being told to stay home, and people that are in the hospital, you may know of somebody that's passed away, you, like, all these things are going on, and there's this underlying fear. Even if you're doing relatively well in your thoughts, even if you don't think that you're feeling fear, there's an underlying current of fear that your body is feeling. And your subconscious mind, its job is to protect you and keep you safe. And so if it feels there's some threat to you, to your safety, to your security, then it does its job to keep you safe. And that's where this person was talking about. She's like, I'm feeling distracted. I can't do these things. I'm doing these other unimportant things that I don't want to do, but I'd rather be doing these important things, but I can't seem to do them. Well, you can't seem to do them because when your subconscious mind feels that you are threatened, your safety, security is threatened, your life is threatened in some way, then it shuts off the executive part of your brain and the frontal lobe part of your brain, and you're in what's called fight, flight, freeze. And the fight, flight, freeze is your body's way of reacting and keeping you safe during this time. And so you can't be in both modes at the same time, and you have to do different things to calm your body down and let it know that it's safe so you can function better. So you can get to the things that you really want to do. So in my book, I talk about this at length, and I explain it as I learned it. Like when you read it, you are walking through my learning experience with me. And I learned this because the stuff that I went through in childhood is traumatic, and my body was doing different things to keep me safe. My subconscious was trying to keep me safe. And so as I began to do healing work to heal my past and let it go, I began to learn about the subconscious mind and the brain and how they function together when you're in these situations that are scary and traumatic and where you're not feeling safe. And so I've been through some of these things, not this specific pandemic situation, but I've been through all these things where my body was functioning in fight, flight, freeze mode on a regular basis. And there's different things that my body did and my mind did to keep me safe and to protect me in all different ways. And that's what's happening for you right now, too. And so I'm helping you understand that and become aware of it so you can do things to start to function better and feel better. And so the things that I suggest in my Tap Into Your Heart community is tapping. I'm an EFT practitioner, and EFT. I did a video on it last week or the week before to just show you how EFT works. And even though it's a weird looking thing, it's been proven through research and studies that it reduces cortisol in the body. And cortisol is the stress hormone. And our stress hormone is going through the roof right now during this pandemic, which then triggers the body and mind to do different things that we feel kind of out of control about. So I recommend people tap, but there's a bajillion other things you can do. Another thing that I do regularly is meditate. Now, a lot of people are like, I can't meditate. I can't focus. I can't do it I can't even sit there. I can't get my mind to stop chattering. Well, meditation isn't like a one-time thing. Um, the purpose of meditation is to help you to stop that mind chatter. So the fact that you can't do the meditation or you can't stop the mind chatter is actually the very reason why you need to meditate, because you have so much chatter going on and you need to stop it. So there's meditation, but there's also so many other things that you can do. You can get outside. A lot of us are allowed to go outside, and you can go for a walk. You can stop and smell the flowers. You've heard that proverbial phrase, stop to smell the roses. Like there's something to that. When you stop to smell the flowers or appreciate the buds that are coming up in springtime, and you notice the birds chirping in the background, when you stop and you take those things in, it helps calm your body down, and it helps you be present in the present moment. So you're appreciating the sound of the bird chirping versus your mind chatter going off and talking about all the different things in the pandemic that are scary or frustrating or infuriating you. So going for a walk or any form of exercise helps release the stress from your body too. So if you can't go outside and you need to stay in, there's a bajillion things that you can do. Like if you have a chair, you can use your chair to do different exercises. You can run in place like you've done probably in gym class when you were in elementary school. There's so many things that you can do in your home. And so I recommend that you start doing those things. And, right now, people are inundating, flooding Facebook, social media, Instagram, YouTube with videos that are hey, you guys, I just see some comments. Thank you. That helps me know anybody's watching, because they don't show if anybody's watching in this new Facebook producer. Um, but there's we're being flooded. Like, people are sharing so many different things, like I am right now. And so go find those. Go find the free exercise videos. And it doesn't matter if you're good at it or not. Just start. Just do something. You can also do puzzles and board games. That helps you bring you into the present moment. And if you're by yourself, like I am, it just helps me focus on the puzzle. If you're with family and can play a board game, that helps you be present and interact and enjoy time together. If you have hobbies, like, what can you do with those hobbies right now? Maybe you can't go do the hobby if you're into fishing and you can't go fish, but maybe you can organize your lures and get things straightened up, so when it is time to go fishing, you can go do that. Or maybe you have lots of scrapbooking stuff and you've intended to put those photo albums together, or you intended to make greeting cards. Go do that. That will help you, because it's like a physical activity with your hands, and you're engaging the creative part of your mind, and that will help shift you into a better place. It's way better than sitting in front of the TV being programmed by something that somebody is putting into your brain. It's better than watching the news. And I'm not suggesting to not stay informed. There's a bajillion different ways to stay informed, but you don't need to be glued to the TV for hours on end. That will make you go into fight, flight, freeze mode even more, hearing all the negativity and how they're spinning stuff and to tell you the death tolls and projections and all of that kind of stuff. Now, this is real. It's real. Some of the data is real information. And it's okay to hear it, but you don't have to sit in it and hear it over and over and over and over. That doesn't help your mind. That doesn't help support you. It doesn't help you feel calm inside and feel better. It puts you into a space where you get more worked up and riled up and wonder if you could be next, or it's going to impact a loved one. That's where we all go automatically in our brains. So stop watching so much news and do other things with your time. Like, here in the US, we're on an order to follow what our governors said in each state. Stay at home, or keep your social distancing. Like, there's all different rules that each state has come out with. And so what are you going to do with your time? How are you going to be supportive of yourself and make it productive? You probably have closets that you can finally organize. You probably have stuff in there that you can put in a bag and get ready to give to Goodwill or some other center that takes donations. They're going to need that down the road, because they're not getting stuff right now, and they still have people using shelters and services, if they're even open right now. Some have closed. But those are different things that you can do to help calm your mind and body, and to make your time useful and to be resourceful. So I hope this was helpful to you in some way, to help you understand why to be gentle with yourself, and why your brain is doing what it's doing, why you're not being as productive as you wanted to be. And I hope that it gave you some ideas of things that you could do to use your time wisely as you have it over the next 30 days, as we have so many activities have stopped, and we have more together time or more alone time if you're by yourself. And all of that, there's goodness in all of it. So you guys stay safe and stay well. Take care of yourselves and your families, and I will share some more soon.